GP, I think you're having some audio issues, man.
How about now?
Now we can hear you.
That's probably a mute button, man. What's going on, guys?
It looked like you were actually like killing the intro too. It was
I
right.
was nailing that.
It was the best intro ever. Lost the time.
Oh man. I was just saying how this is the first inaugural episode. We're gonna get to talk to Jamie F, Mr. Bayne, and two of the next artists that are going to be contributing to Dawg Tails. So really excited for this first inaugural episode, and let's get into it. What's up, Jamie? How are we doing tonight? We got Jamie F in the house. We got Mr. Bayne, Peace Love Music, and GP myself in the house tonight. So what's up, guys? How are we doing?
Yeah, I'm doing really well. I'm excited for the show. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be epic. Pretty special, and I'm good. Thanks. Yourself?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Jamie, you spun up this awesome idea to help artists and also contribute to charitable causes, right? Did you want to do a brief explainer about your idea surrounding Dawg Tails and how it came to fruition, and all the work that the good work that you're doing with all the artists in the Stacks ecosystem?
Yeah, awesome. It's the artists that are doing the good work. Really, we're not doing too much because the stories sort of write themselves. But the idea came about as part of our just natural growth within the community, and we're a community that's sort of an underdog culture and founded on the rise of Peggy, who is the dog from Dogpool, who won the ugliest dog in the UK competition and then went on to Hollywood. So we sort of it's quite poetic and quite it's pretty cool. So and we built on that with Dawg Tails, which is basically where we collaborate with artists to retell real life stories, which we're not short as a race of inspirational stories. And as you know yourself, being our first artist, you did the story about Paul Stamets. We did do a story before that, but it was just kind of a pilot. It was just a post on X, and that was about Michaela de Prince. Then we did Henry Wanyoke, who's a Kenyan runner. And just recently we did Fela Kuti, who's a musical, cultural, revolutionary icon. And all of these people have something in common in that they all went through troubled times and went, in a much different way to Peggy, had a bit of a rough start and or had to overcome some sort of adversity to get to where they were, so and to what they did. So yeah, we've built on that, and we're now tonight. This is the unveiling of Zaneta's story, and this is very different to the ones that we've done before because this is more personal. I think it's going to resonate with a lot of people on a personal level because of the subject matter, which you'll find out soon enough. It's different again that it's a photo shoot. So everything that we've done before it's not been photographic art. It's been digital art, it's pretty unique. And we do this to support the artists and charity. So they produced a storyboard NFTs. They're auctioned on Gamma as a week-long auction from the minute the first bid goes in. The split is, so far, everyone's agreed to do a 60-40 split, 60% in favour of charity and 40% goes to the artists. So the collection will grow and it will feature different artists and, more stories as we go. And pretty excited. It's probably the best thing so far to come out of our culture that we're trying to build. So, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I remember whenever you first hit me up and hey, pitch this idea to me, and I was experimenting with ideas and trying to find a way to incorporate some type of giving back to charitable causes into my artwork, and this idea just really resonated with me. Peace, did you have something to say, man? What's up?
I just wanted to on something Jamie said, and of course he's going to just give all the credit to the artist. And the artists, he's done an amazing job. The artists so far in the project have been great. He's done a great job picking great artists. But I don't want to undercut the amount of effort and work Jamie puts into this project on the regular and the stuff he's creating. Jamie, you deserve a lot of credit for what you put out as well, man. Don't sell yourself short is all I wanted to say.
Yeah, thanks. No, I don't. I mean, I enjoy it. And I think that's the attraction with this crypto and blockchain world that we're in. We get to sort of write our own stories. And it's funny because we're in an amazing age. Obviously, I don't want to digress too much, but with the dawn of AI and the things that we can all do now, there's dreams that I had when I was a kid that are now that I thought had sort of gone by the wayside that are now possibly a reality. And like doing Dawg Tails is just a blessing, and trying to build that community and just put those out there is pretty cool. So I do enjoy it.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool way to get artists to collaborate on one collection, right? Like you have multiple artists that work within Dawg Tails, and it's just a very unique way to approach getting artists to collaborate. And I'm a big fan of the structure and how it's set up.
Yeah, we enjoy it. Speaking of artists and collaboration, like pleased as well to be doing this with not just yourself and obviously Peace and everything that DeOrganized has brought us, but also Mr. Bayne, because he's as far I don't know anyone who's as connected in the sort of digital art world. Obviously, I don't know everyone, but he makes sort of genuine connections. Got a lot of artists follow him. So I think with this stream as well. So even though we're talking about the collection and this is a live reveal, this stream is something that we're going to do on the regular. We see how it goes, and it's going to be more about the people and their stories. And Mr. Bayne, I don't know if you want to chime in, but I know the idea for the stream was sort of originally Mr. Bayne's, if I recall correctly. It was sort of thrown out there, and we all sort of moved on it.
Hey guys,
Mr. Bayne, what's up, man?
Good morning, GM, and it's really GM at this time of the world too.
Oh, nice. You're on the other side.
We're on the other side. It's supposed to be sunny Melbourne, but it's been raining, and we're spring. We're supposed to be heading into summer in December, but it's not the case. So it kind of feels like UK. So I think that's what Jamie's weather's going to be like in the UK. So I don't know about Peace and GPSC. I don't know where you guys are on your side of the world.
We're both on the eastern seaboard US. GP's a little on the southern side where it's cold, but not really for most people. And then up in my neck of the woods, it's about 45 degrees this morning, and that could be warmer than it gets. But ironically, the last show we did, I think it was the last show we did, Jamie was talking about how it was a sunny day out over where he is. So it's come full circle. Climate change is real. We just don't know if it's our fault or not.
Yeah, not today.
Is that 45 degrees or 45 degrees Fahrenheit?
45 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, that's cold then, right?
It's a lot colder.
It's cold to me, man. I think it's pretty.
Yeah.
No, but my heat's on. It's
because we can get up to 45 degrees over here Celsius. So
that's
but we haven't experienced that. Yeah.
No, that's a warm day. But I'm gonna actually be down in Buenos Aires, so I'm gonna get a little bit of extended warm weather for a week, going down to Dev Connect next week. So I'm excited about that.
That's going to be awesome. Are you anyone else going with you? Or?
No, well, I'm going down with Stacks, so they're having me come down. But it'll be a little bit different than last time when I had like the whole crew with us staying in the house in Vegas last May. That was That was
Nuts.
the best experiences of my life, actually, hanging out with
Insane,
you.
dude. Yeah, and I'll be manning the ship here. Running the stream and helping. Hunter will be helping and helping me run the stream as well. So we'll be holding down the fort for peace while he's out there in Argentina, Buenos Aires, checking out all the Dev Connect and the other little get-togethers that are going on over there while they're out there. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Working hard.
Fortunately, I have these guys to rely on, but let's stop the small talk because the ladies are waiting, guys. We shouldn't keep the ladies waiting.
Yeah. So I mean, so we've got Zaneta, who is the I don't like calling her a subject, but she is the subject of the story, and she's going to tell her story, and she's the subject of the photo shoot that Sashelka has done, who's the artist. So let's get them on, I guess, when you guys are ready.
Right on. Welcome, ladies. How are we doing tonight?
Hello, everyone. I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing, guys?
Good evening. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us here.
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
How everyone is doing?
Doing great.
Doing well.
Doing great.
well.
Really excited to see some artwork for Dawg Tails. I have collaborated with Jamie too, so now we are collaborating and we are collaborating on Dawg Tails. So it's awesome. It's awesome to meet you guys.
GM, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Bayne.
Hello.
Oh my God, I'm so excited, really, guys, because it's my first experience. And when Zaneta, just don't touch mic. Микрофон не трогай. So yeah, and whatever. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. So I'm really excited, guys, because it's like we were waiting this day so long because this, I don't know how to explain. It's this story. It's really touch myself. I mean, like, and I believe it will touch you when you will hear it. And I'm so proud of Zaneta that she decided to speak herself. It's like it's her hour. It's her. It's. Oh my God! Let's just start and then we will see.
Let's go. I'm really excited to do like live art reveals. That's something. It's a great idea, Jamie. I think that it's very engaging, and it's an awesome way to kind of showcase all the work that has gone into the different stories that are going into Dawg Tails. So this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, awesome, and it's even more special because we've got Zaneta with us, and Sasha, I know what you mean about being nervous. I think it's just normal. It's like we're going to be fine, and we guide you through it. And I think the photos are going to speak for themselves. We've got the story as well. So with each NFT comes part of the story, which Zaneta obviously wrote originally, and then we just tweaked it slightly. So. We've got all the bases covered, and I was keen to sort of find out and just sort of start really with how you used to sort of know each other, and because I don't think I ever asked that. I mean, how did you guys originally meet? Obviously, you're great friends for what you've done together and what you've worked on, but how did you guys originally meet?
That's the same question I want to know too.
I can say some words. So basically, Sasha, she is a very good friend of my cousin for many years, and I always heard about her, but I never just met her. And of course, the age gap between me and my cousin is 5 years. So I was a child when she was having fun with Sasha everywhere in the city and going to parties. So it was just, very like black and white I mean, I was just too young to understand what they were talking or doing. So, but life happened. I ended up in UK and Sasha too, and somehow my cousin just, introduced us, and since then we become a good friend, and I'm very happy for it.
Sasha, you're a multidisciplinary artist, aren't you? I'm glad I managed to say that word. I usually have trouble. So you've how long have you been an artist? Where did you sort of start off, and just tell us a bit about yourself and the work you do?
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, I'm a multidisciplinary artist and photographer. I mean, I'm self-taught artist. I haven't finished any, university. I mean, about art. So, and I think this art was always with me. I mean, during my life, from my childhood, in school, I drew these posters for these events, but then I got, I was like an accountant, general accountant, and then I came back to art. So it's like, I always drew like these cards for my friends, for family, I used to work as a designer of metal construction, so 3D. I was there and here and there. And yes, and I can't, choose just one medium. I mean, I love, like, you can see my oil paintings behind me. I love digital drawing. I love photography, and I can't, I can't choose. So I decided to do everything, what I want.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say you was an accountant and doing other stuff, because art doesn't always pay the bills, does it? So, but it's good to see that the way you're moving in digital space. I know you've done a lot of stuff and collabs with Mr. Bayne as well, haven't you? You got the Two Worlds collab, Mr. Bayne, didn't you? Recently collaborate on that.
Mr. Bayne,
are you with us, Mr. Bayne?
Yes, I am with you. I am with you, loud and clear. Yeah, look, it's. I thought that this was such a great opportunity because having the collab was a way to reach out to artists, and it's a great way to to experience the creativity. Because, like, for myself, being a photographer, it's I'm not a real artist. Everybody keeps saying, "Yeah, you're an artist," but I wanted to experience more. So that's why we had this the Two Worlds collab, and I've been supporting Sash. We've been connected for a long time. So she was one of the first of the 6 artists to collaborate, and it's a real first-hand experience. Getting into the artist world. And knowing their techniques and styles and medium, and I know it was a great experience. And then when we spoke with Jamie, it was just a wonderful way to introduce Zaneta, and that's how it all came about. So I'm just like all you guys, it's the first time that I'm getting onto here and really getting to meet Sash and also Zaneta, but also GPSC and Peace. It's a wonderful experience. I'm sorry that you don't get to see my face today, but I'm just moving around a little bit. I will, one day it will happen.
One day we'll have a doc station.
It's only a matter of time. Once you come on DeOrganized, you will eventually dox. It happens to everybody.
Absolutely.
Dawg Tails has started to give artists the space to express themselves, and also kind of onboard new talent into the Stacks ecosystem. It's a really, really awesome thing to see the momentum get behind Dawg Tails, and see all of these wonderful artists get to express themselves on it, man. It's awesome.
I think it's a great opportunity too with the collab, that I'm having right now. I think Jamie has quite, a whole list of artists that he can connect with, and especially if we wanted to have this on a regular basis, we can certainly, meet new artists and work out something along the way, and have Dawg Tail, become a regular feature. That's what I'd like to see.
Yeah, that would be awesome. As I say, it's going to grow over time. But just going back to you guys. So before, I guess we should probably move on with the story, if you guys are ready, and obviously the reveal as well. But just before we do that, I wanted just to touch on. So the photo shoot itself is based around kintsugi, which is a Japanese philosophy, and I just wanted to touch on who sort of came up with that idea, or how that evolved, because it kind of fits into the bigger picture beautifully, the story and your I'm talking, obviously not many people have heard the story, but from what I know and knowing a bit about you, Zaneta, and your story, it's and the way it's been done, your artistic impression of it, Sasha, is just all beautiful, the way it fits together. But I just wanted to know a bit more about the kintsugi side of things, because I think it sort of sets the scene before we do the reveal. Whose idea was it? Or
I think Zaneta should tell about it because it was her idea. I mean, I'll tell briefly when we came, the idea of the photo shoot came when I oh my god, how can I tell, because you don't know the story yet? But okay, I'll try.
We could reveal. You don't have to if you.
No. We can just try to find the words.
Yeah.
When I heard the story, I knew the story, and I wanted to support her. I mean, you can't find the words, and words usually they don't help. I mean, but I thought, girls, we like to take photos. I am a photographer. I can do nice photos. So I decided maybe if she wants, I can make a photo shoot for her. Just to support, to show how beautiful she is. I can do it. I can show the beauty. And I suggested, and she agreed. And when we started to think about the idea, she told me about this kintsugi, and I was like, oh my god, this philosophy. I really dive deep in this philosophy, and I really this idea. Just caught my mind, and we decided to do it. So Zaneta, please.
Yeah, so basically when we decided to do the photo shoot, Sasha asked me, what type of photo shoot do you want? And I thought a lot about it, and at the time, the most what I needed was the courage, self-esteem, feeling like myself, but at the same not. And I thought, I want to see there a strong woman. And so I'm just trying not to give too many details before the reveal. So I decided to kind of introduce her the kintsugi technique. I have seen many artwork. I read about this before, and I guess some things comes back to your mind when you need that the most. As people say, everything what we heard or we read, everything is in our heads, even if we don't think about it this moment, So yeah, it actually came to me at the right moment, and it was just perfect. It was just like, boom, oh my god, this is it. This is how I can show myself through Sasha's work who I am, not who I was, but who I am right now after all that happened to me, and I couldn't be more happy with how exactly it turned out. Everything that was broken or is broken can again look even more beautiful than before. I just need to believe in that, and I do. And I didn't before. It was hard, but when I saw the photos, I was like, oh my god, that's not me. I don't think so, that's me. And yeah, that's me.
I think you summed it up beautifully there when you said everything that's broken can be fixed or repaired and more beautiful than before. And that's for those that perhaps don't know necessarily what kintsugi is. I mean, I didn't know what it was until Sasha showed me the collection and told me about what it was. It's so it's Japanese philosophy, and it's based there. There was an emperor once. He broke his favourite ceramic pot, and at the time they used to repair them with large staples. And he sent it away to be repaired. It came back, and he didn't like it, and that he asked his artists to find a different way to repair it. And so kintsugi is they repair it with like a golden lacquer, and and he said it's even more beautiful than before. And and there's been a whole philosophy sort of built around that, and I think he summed it up beautifully, Zaneta. And I guess that's probably a good time, unless anyone's got any questions or anything else we wanted to talk about, to perhaps move on and reveal the first piece. And maybe if you could just sort of tell us a bit about your story as we go, Zaneta. And is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Should we do that? Are you ready? Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome. So I'm just gonna let me just get set up. Take me 2 secs. Chat amongst yourselves. I'll just get the screen share going.
Well, I wanted to say that I've never heard of kintsugi myself until this story between Sash and Zaneta. So just having a look at how the technique was performed. I mean, I had to go through, Google Chat just to find out what this kintsugi is, and it was just beautiful. So I'd love to have a look at the reveal right now, and just to see how it marries up with the definition of kintsugi.
Well, I'm ready when you guys are. I've got the first piece ready, which each piece is titled after part of the kintsugi method, and this first piece is titled Urushi. So I don't know if you guys can see that. I have to look at the screen myself because I can't seem to share.
Yeah, you're up, man. You're up.
Okay, perfect. So Sash, I don't know if you want to start off, or maybe Zaneta, if you'd like to start and just tell us your story and how this all sort of pieces together.
I can't see the piece. Is it there?
Yeah, you're sharing your
Cannot see either.
No.
You're sharing your screen, but it's I don't think you're sharing the right tab.
Okay.
Yeah. You're sharing your live screen, but not the actual
let's
picture.
let us know when you got so unshare.
We're live.
That's all right. This is the DeOrganized way, man.
It seemed to work okay last time.
It did. I'm not sure what you did differently.
No. Give me a sec, guys. Sorry about it.
Not a big deal. I can't see it until I turn it on. So make sure it's appropriate.
Yeah, sure.
Everything's appropriate here. It's fine.
Let's try again.
So, how long did it take you guys to produce this? Was it one shoot?
Yeah, it is one shoot. When we discussed everything, I just took my props in the car and just drove to Zaneta's place, and we made it photo shoot. I don't remember how many hours did it take.
With all the girls talking,
Yeah,
from 2 to I guess 10 p.m.
yeah, it was
Well, we were
dark.
talking a lot, like a lot.
Yeah,
We haven't
like
seen each other for a bit, and before Sasha have never been at my house, so yeah. But it was amazing.
Oh wow!
Time.
yeah.
There it is.
Sorry, I think I'm ready. You should be able to see the first
Yeah,
piece.
I think you're
Yeah,
right.
now we
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can see it.
I think Janetta, you can start with this story, and if we will, maybe later we will can talk about the photos. So
Okay. Yeah. So this girl at the photo, she was 32 years old. She was an ordinary person, living her life, working, work home, like every other person, and at the same time feeling incomplete, unhappy, realized that hated the job, was invisible in the relationship, misunderstood, and it was just everything not right. I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that I'm healthy, but just something is wrong. And at one moment on a holiday, I have noticed a lump in my breast. I did not panic. I'm on bloody holiday. Why should I? Cannot change anything right now, right here. So I thought I will just ignore the fact for a bit. I will enjoy my holiday and I will deal with this when I'm back at home. And I did. And time went by. Doctor's appointments, nervous thoughts, anxiety. It just kicked in. Actually, even before my holiday, I been redundant. I lost my job, so maybe that's why I was just doesn't matter. I will enjoy my holiday and then come back home, deal with this. So yeah, many doctor's appointments, biopsies, mammograms, all of those thoughts while sitting and waiting for the results. In the meantime, if I got another job, I was so happy. Oh my God, I was so happy. At least, a bit of light, kind of in the end of the tunnel or something. And then I remember I had that appointment to find out about the biopsy results. I came alone. I asked my partner not to come with me because anyway I will come back home and I will tell you everything about it. So they'll miss the job and so I went there and I sat in the room, and the surgeon came, a couple of nurses came, and I heard those words that you usually see in the movie, but when you watch a movie, you don't have any feeling. I mean, you just watch a movie. And at some point, it felt very surreal, like I'm watching the movie, but now I have feelings. And it's not really nice. And when I heard that, the phrase, I'm sorry to tell you, but you have a breast cancer, your biopsy was positive. I did not cry. I was just watching at my surgeon's boots, brown boots, and I still remember every detail. I think so they were explaining me stuff about what's gonna happen next, but I honestly don't remember. I remember the boots. I guess that was my coping mechanism at that specific second. And so I got all the information, the details, and I still wasn't crying. And I remember I thought, so I don't have feelings. What's wrong with me? And I even asked the nurse, is it normal that I'm not crying? And I was explained that people are different and they react differently, which is normal. I'm like, okay. But still not quite realizing what is happening. And I still remember, so it was so silly, just before leaving the appointment room, I made a joke to a surgeon. He was absolutely shocked, if to be honest. And I think so, I mentioned that before. I said to my surgeon, well, at least I will get the boob job for free. Which his reaction was like he didn't know exactly how to react. Should he laugh or should he be uncomfortable? And I just left laughing. I sat in the bus going back home. I was just sitting and watching people, how they move on with their lives, and it was just like normal day. I came back home, I put the music on, I was dancing, and it's so weird to talk about it right now. It was I was dancing, singing. There was a song, Big Girls Don't Cry, and I was baking cupcakes. I just thought I will bake cupcakes, that's it, Sounds so silly now. And everything was like a normal day until my partner came home. And he was like, so, what's the news? Is everything fine? And I asked him to sit down, and I said, well, the test results were positive, and I got a breast cancer. And I explained all the details and was really watching his reaction. Didn't know what to expect. He was listening, and when I said that I won't be able to get pregnant for quite some time, then he started to cry. And usually in the movies, people are holding a person that's been diagnosed with cancer and telling that everything will be fine, and just brushing the tears of the cheek. And I was doing that to him, and I'm like, everything gonna be fine, I'm young, I'm cool, everything will be okay. And I just moved on with my life. Suddenly the doctor's plan have changed. They thought I will have a chemotherapy first, and then we will see. Unfortunately, the results show differently, and I had to get the mastectomy. And the second I woke up after the surgery, I thought it's a bad dream. I was not sure where I am, and just confused. In a couple of minutes, I got myself together a bit, and I looked at my chest, and it wasn't the same anymore. I don't have anymore what I had like 2 hours ago. And how did that happen? How can you just lose a part of your flesh, your body, your femininity, yourself? But I was holding cool, I guess. In 2 hours, I was going back home, and actually, first I cried the next morning when I felt the physical pain, and when my partner came to give me painkillers in the middle of the night, and I couldn't move on my own. The pain was so bad. And then time went by. Every day was a struggle. Struggle to move, struggle to look at yourself, because it's not the same. The body is not the same. I'm not the same. What I'm gonna do now? I had the support of my family, but inside of your head you are alone. You know that you have that support, but in your head you are alone with your thoughts, with everything that you feel, and you see that reflection in the mirror that's not you anymore. You, but not you.
Jamie, do you have the next photo?
Yeah. Thanks. Just just give me a shout like you did, and because I can't actually see what's going on the screen apart from looking at the piece. But yeah, well done for sharing, Zaneta, and I'll move on to the next piece.
Yeah, so I couldn't look at myself in a mirror to see that, to see a broken woman that is no longer like a woman. After the mastectomy scar healed a bit, I had to go through the chemotherapy for 6 months. I can say in the movies they don't show a lot of detail, a lot of feelings. I was late to my first chemotherapy appointment just because I couldn't step out of my doorstep. It still felt surreal, like it's not me. I went, I got the drugs, and I thought, what next? So how it's going to be? Usually people say it kicks in on the third appointment, on the third chemotherapy. In my case, it was not the case. In my case, it hit me pretty hard after the first one. After the third appointment, I started to notice that I am losing my hair. And I was trying to save the hair so badly. I haven't washed my hair for like 5 days. I just put it in a ponytail, and I was afraid to touch it because every single touch just takes more and more hair off. And one day I just felt so fed up. I just needed to clean my head, and I thought, where is the point if everything will end up in the bathtub? So I went to my partner and I said, shave my head. I need to release. That's what that uncomfortable feeling, And my friend was filming and my partner was shaving my head. I was laughing, I was crying, I was laughing again and then again crying. And the feeling when you touch your scalp, it's insane. I know it's just the hair, but for us women it's a lot. It's our identity from one point, and we all have hair, but we're not the same, we look differently. And for me it was a shock. It was really a shock. I was ashamed when I looked in the mirror. I was ashamed the way I looked. I was afraid what my partner will think. What if he thinks that I'm ugly now? And I had a bunch of stupid thoughts and weird feelings. And my friend was telling me, oh, you look amazing, don't worry about it. And my partner just scratched my scalp and said, oh, that's cool, you look like the army guy, which did not sound funny for me, but I guess he just tried to be funny. And I remember I took a photo and I sent to my cousin, and she was absolutely amazed by that. For I don't know why. She said I even look better than with the hair. Which gave me a smile, really a smile. And next morning, I was just playing kind of in front of the mirror. I was just doing faces and telling myself, "Oh, who is that chick in the mirror? You look quite nice." And it helped. It helped for a bit. It gave me a bit of normality, I guess, because nothing is normal, but it's just a new normal. And yeah, then chemotherapy went along. It was very hard. I lost all the hair. I lost my eyebrows, my eyelashes. I haven't had a single hair on my body. It was just insane. The amount of physical pain that you can feel during the chemotherapy. It was way more than I was told to. Every person takes it differently, and I was not ready for it. But I'm happy it's finished. After chemotherapy, I went through the radiotherapy. It's not that painful. It's just a bit uncomfortable, and that took a month. Every day for 5 working days for a whole month. You have to come into the room, expose yourself, get half naked, different people every day, and you just lay still and pretend that you're not where you are, basically. At least this is how I was helping myself, I guess. And finally it's over. Everything over. No more of constant scans, no more of needles. Like, that's it. And actually the scariest part, I guess, it was, yeah, but what now? What I'm gonna do now? For the last year, it's like someone tattooed on my forehead, a cancer patient. I had a new identity. I am a cancer patient. And I have my appointments. I have to take the medication. I have to take care of myself and do this and that. And now that's it. It's over. I'm still bald. I'm still have no eyebrows or eyelashes. What now? And friends and close family, they're trying to be very supportive, and they're so happy that you finished this road, and I knew I should feel happy, but I wasn't feeling happy. It was a new beginning of something.
Please. Jamie.
Sorry, next piece.
Next piece, please. Zaneta, sorry about the interruption.
No worries.
Did the doctors did they inform you, when you're going through the chemotherapy, Like, were you being told that you're going to lose your hair, you're going to lose, all that before you went through the procedure? Because when
Yes.
when you started, yeah, okay.
Yes, so my diagnosis was stage 3 hormone positive cancer, breast cancer, and my oncologist straight away told me basically there's a way to save the hair, the cold cap. So they basically freezing your roots of your hair an hour before, an hour after chemotherapy, but she said it won't help. In your case, you need a very drastic measures, a very strong chemo. I had 3 different drugs, and one of them was like the nickname is Red Devil, so they even covering the bag because it has very dark red color like blood. So for some patients, it's very hard to see that pumping into you. So it was just not my option to save any hair. It was just too strong. So yes, I was informed, and it is what it is, You just accept.
Yes, when you mentioned about when I first heard this, it reminded me. So my mum went through the same thing, and she had a breast removed, and but the thing that seemed to impact her most was when she lost her hair. And I know, obviously, just from what you're saying, it's going to change your appearance and your, like you say, what you look at in the mirror. So, I mean, I can't imagine having to go through that, but I know for my mum, she said the chemotherapy was just awful. Going through that, you lose all your taste buds and everything else. But I don't want to die, go back. But it resonated with me what you said about that, and it kind of I didn't sort of realise how much it impacted my mum at the time. But looking back on it, it's a huge deal to go through that so many women and so many people go through. But please continue, Zaneta, and if you need me to move to the next slide, just say, and I'll move along.
Okay, and just about the hair, as you mentioned, your mom's experience. One of the things that was probably one of the hardest was to tell my mom. The thing is, a bit less than a year before I got diagnosis, my mom had breast cancer stage 4, and when I was ready, I asked my mom and my brother to go on live on a video call, and my mom sat so happy with the biggest smile because she thought that I will say that I got pregnant. And I said, Mom, I love you. Be strong, but unfortunately, I have something very sad to tell you. I got breast cancer. And my mom thought that it's a very bad, dark joke. She's not swearing, but she did badly. She thought it's a bad joke. It was April month, and she thought it's a bad joke. So it was hard to see her look of her face. I still remember that. And with the hair, My mom did not lose any. Her circumstances are a bit different. I lost all. And you know, when you, like at the beginning when I shaved my head, somewhere there was still me, just no hair. But when you're moving along with the chemotherapy, you get that chemotherapy medication, you have those symptoms and then consequences of those symptoms, and people usually don't mention that you get steroids, and with those tablets, it just suddenly you don't look like yourself. I remember I was sitting and waiting for my appointment for chemotherapy, and it's been maybe like 5th month, and I noticed that all of us, we all look exactly the same. Exactly the same round shape face, bald head, no eyebrows, no eyelashes, swollen, just same. Like different clothes, but we all look same. Then they connecting you to the machine, and it just weird. You remember that your body felt differently before, and how on earth I'm 32 and I struggle to like breathe. I mean, it's just hard to turn your head or lift your arm or talk. You just constantly feel so weak. And yeah, it's just hard to understand for yourself. I think so. We can move to the third photo. I guess when I see this photo, it's really I guess shows exactly how I was feeling at one point. I would stand in front of the mirror naked, look on my scar, and turn away. Just turn my back on myself because I couldn't accept myself. And after I finished all the active medication, and there was a Valentine's Day. And unfortunately, long story short, my partner decided that he doesn't want to be with me anymore and that we are done. And this is when I just lost it. It felt like the whole world just slapped me hard, straight in my face. I felt betrayed. I felt, that's it, my life is over. Who will look at this? Who on earth will be able to accept this? It's ugly. It's not me. And at some for some time I hated myself. I felt like everything is my fault that I got sick my fault that I made my mom unhappy, that I got sick. My fault that I showed too much weakness for my partner, and I guess he didn't like it. I just was so much disappointed of myself, and I just turned my back on myself, and I went for therapy. I talked a lot, cried a lot, and at some point I just got tired of it. And I remember when Sasha suggested me to do the photo shoot, and I was not ready to do it then when I was straight after all the medications. I didn't want to have photos of that. Time went by, lots of things happened, and I started to get my hair back. And I remember I guess I looked like a cartoon character with like 3 or 4 thin hairs. And I was so proud of it. I thought, yes, it's going back. Oh my God, it's going back. And then my cousin came. She surprised me with her husband, and I took my hat off and I showed her my my scalp, basically.
It's almost like baby hair, isn't it? Coming back.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, my phone is going off. Yeah, so it was very much baby hair, and my cousin said, well, I'm happy for you, but if to be honest, if you want to have a normal hair, you have to shave it. And I'm like, no way, I'm gonna shave that. That's a victory. It's going back. And you saying me I have to shave that? Are you nuts? And she's like, well, you know my experience, and yeah, you have to shave your head. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. And then I thought, wait a minute, but what if? And I don't want that if. So I went and I shaved it. I actually, just to triple check, I shaved it 3 times. And oh my boy, I'm happy I did that because I have the full head of hair. And the eyebrows, and I mean, I guess people that haven't went through cancer are really underrated, and oh my God, what is the word? Underestimating the hair in the nose. Oh my God, how it's important, guys. I was so happy to have that too. And bit by bit, I felt that like I'm me, but just a bit different. And then I remembered about the photo shoot again, and I connected with Sasha, and I said, let's do it, if you're still up to it. And she was like, yeah, of course, I was waiting for you, and just wanted to make sure that that you're ready for it. And then she asked me, what type of photo shoot you want? In the nature, intimate at home, to reveal yourself, not to reveal yourself, just what do you want? And I remember I thought, okay, what really do I want? From all of this crap that I went through, I want to see a victory. I want to see a strong woman. Okay, what is a strong woman for me? And straight away, for some point, I just saw that image in my head. Very strict black women's suit with killer heels, with that blazer and nothing underneath, and very like with the art twist, you know. And then I was like, but something is missing. And I guess people are right that when you're in a shower, sometimes you get brilliant ideas. So I remembered about the kintsugi technique, and then I sent a voice message to Sasha and a couple of examples, kind of like black and white photo with like very strict suit, and then I mentioned about the kintsugi technique, and she haven't. I think so. You haven't heard about it before, right?
No, I haven't.
So I sent her the link to read about it and some examples, exactly how it looks like. And I thought, what if I will just buy some golden makeup or paint or dye or something, and I will just paint my scar. So at the same point, I'm not revealing myself fully, but that paint, it's like my armor in color. The place on my body where I am most vulnerable, and every single evening, every single morning, I'm reminded about it. Sometimes you have phantom pain or phantom feelings. Like I read about it before, when some people, when they have like amputation of limbs, they may experience like a sensation, like the arm that been amputated, it's itchy, or they feel tingling there, but there is no limb. So how can you feel it? And sometimes I have that till this point. Like, yeah, you just sometimes watch a movie and you feel like, oh my god, like my boob is itchy, and you do what your brain tells you to do. You like, you know, I need to scratch, and like, oh damn, I don't have a boob. Okay. Just moving on with the movie, I guess. And yeah, it's just different. It's never gonna be the same like it was. And I thought it's gonna be an amazing photo shoot. And Sasha, if you want to say something from your side.
I mean, just what can I add? I just wanted to show like how she is fragile and at the same point so strong. How she is beautiful, you know, like this unshakable spirit. Like, and I think we did great job. We could convey everything. I think this kintsugi technique like really helped us helped us to show everything we wanted. Then you can feel it on the photos, I think. Of course, I would like to hear your opinions, guys, too. But it was like, when I came to Jean's place, it was like, um, uh, at the beginning we feel a little bit maybe uncomfortable, right? Because we didn't know how it will go, how we do, and when we started, it just went, like easy. And oh my god, she has an amazing dog, and he takes he took part in our photo shoot. Yes, so we just I just wanted how to say, is this photo shoot about the healing? You know what I mean, like about acceptance and about reclaiming like identity when it was lost. You know what I mean? So I think we did great, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, if I would love to just chime in on the technique. So when I first saw the the lining around your scars, it really does give you a better understanding of the the kintsugi. Is it kintsugi? Is that how you pronounce it? Kintsugi technique. And I thought like is that a permanent um, uh, embroidery? That's what it feels like to me. It's like an embroidery. Like you've actually touched it up with the with the gold etching. But is that a permanent thing that you put on there now?
No, it was just a makeup for the photo shoot.
And you
Well, that
went
might be a
on-
great idea, isn't it? Sorry, Jamie. Yeah.
No, sorry, go ahead, Mr. Bayne.
No, I thought it might be a great idea. Like if the way they do the pottery, in the Japanese style, is to get some gold flakes and permanently etch it on there, because it'd be like a great statement.
Yeah, and it's about the philosophy behind it as well, isn't it? That be sort of proudly displaying your cracks and what sort of breaks us and repairing that. And Zaneta, you went on a bit of a spiritual journey as well yourself, didn't you? So you did the Camino walk, is it? You telling us about that before? Just wondered
Yes.
if you'd mind just sort of sharing a little bit about that. We've still got there's a couple more slides. I don't know if that's what you was sort of moving on to as well. But there's still what have we got? 2 more pieces, I believe.
So I just thought that, the past year and a bit, it was just too much. And I was so lost in my head with all of the anxiety and everything. And I just needed to remind myself, who am I? That I can laugh again, I can enjoy my life again. And I just needed to reassurance for myself that I can do things, like I can do something. So I did a bit of a homework just to roughly understand what I'm going into. I bought some gear. I put everything in a backpack, bought a ticket, and I was in a plane to Bilbao, Spain, not knowing how to get to the destination, not knowing where I'm going to sleep, nothing, absolutely nothing. Everything before, it was planned, it was specific date, specific time of the appointment. I knew what to expect because it was written in the letter of the appointment, and I was just ready for that. But I thought during this Camino, if I really want to see the change in me, I need to change the way I act. And I said to myself in front of the mirror that I will act completely different that I would normally act. So if I would be a person that plans things, I'm not gonna do it right now. And let me tell you that I have never traveled anywhere alone. And I always had a fear of that. Even when I separated with my partner, I thought, oh my God, so now I won't be traveling anymore. I won't do this, I won't do that. And then I thought, but that's a lie. I can do it. I can at least try. If I won't like it, I'm gonna come back home because I bought only one ticket. And I left the plane and I thought, holy moly, oh my God, I'm actually here. What to do now? I don't have any plan. What on earth did I thought? I mean, I just wanted to slap myself for not planning in advance. And then, wait a minute, I can do it, I can do it. So basically, I found a way, 3 buses and 1 train, and I got to Saint-Jean. So that's in France. It's the first chapter of the road of my journey. And yeah, next morning I woke up, I had a breakfast, and me and one Danish girl, we started to walk together. Not everything was smooth. First day is the hardest day, and we got lost for 2 hours. So then we had to find the way and get back the right road, and going through Pyrenees. It was something. It was definitely something I was not prepared for, especially with the backpack that was way too heavy for my weight. That's the first lesson I learned. But I managed it. It was insanely hard hike, but I did it. I reached the Roncesvalles. I saw that monastery that I read about a bit, and I thought, oh my God, I am actually here. I did it. I mean, I came here on my own, alone, with no help whatsoever, just me. And I felt so good, so afraid, but so good. And I met amazing people, absolutely amazing people. And I cannot be more grateful for them. I learned about myself a lot. I learned that I'm quite funny person. At least that's what people were telling me about. And because for so long I was so sad, and the only thing I can remember me crying. But I was happy there. I was funny. I remember one American guy in the cafeteria said very loudly, "This is the funniest girl on Camino." And it felt that so good. It honestly felt that so good. I was like, I'm still cool. And
Zaneta, sorry to cut in, but the Camino is a pilgrimage, isn't it? It's a walk that lots of people do
to overcome something, to deal with something.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a different reasons. People are coming there to walk that road. I mean, someone went through illness like myself. Someone lost a loved one, a baby, a mother, a father, a husband, wife. Someone tried to hurt themselves, and different stories. I heard so many and so different stories, and I'm happy. I was every time hearing a story happy and thankful that I'm there, and thankful for a person that came into my way, because this way is not just to walk. This way brings you people, specific people that you need to meet. And you hear people saying like, oh, Camino Magic, and I'm like, at the beginning, what is that Camino Magic? I'm just walking. Like, you just need to walk. And I remember I judged some people. I was very selfish that day. I remember I saw a group of young girls doing the same hike with very small backpacks, and one of them said, I don't understand how people can do this hike with those heavy backpacks. I'm so happy that I am using the transfer. And I thought in my head, well, not everyone can afford that. Let's start from this. And a second half, I wanted the experience. And from one point, that bloody heavy backpack, it felt like it was all that pain that I was carrying lately. Every single time when I felt pain in my shoulders, I was reminded about that pain. And then I met some people, and one guy helped me with my backpack. Apparently I striped it the wrong way, and it was just a game changer. And I developed the blisters. The same guy helped me with that, and I couldn't be more grateful for meeting Mickey. He's 60 years old, retired Irish man, and I mean, he was like a father for me going through Camino, and I learned a lot from him. And it was just so much fun to meet every person, because going along, then there was a lady who just, stopped in middle of the road, seeing me, and she was like under the rain, and she was like, oh my God, I thought about you for the last 2 days, and I was wishing to meet you. I just need to gift something to you. And she was searching something in her backpack, and she gave me 2 little bags of sheep wool that apparently helps with blisters. And at the time, I have developed the Achilles inflammation, and I couldn't walk. And I thought, that's it, my Camino is over. But how is that happening? I got redundant, I got cancer, I have been dumped. I came here and now it's over. And I still remember the Italian guy Massimo, when he saw my food, he was like, "Finito, home, home." And I was crying and I was like, "No, I'm not ready to go home." And then the Camino magic happened. My bunk bed neighbor from Korea, she was hiking with her mom. Apparently she works as a pharmacist and she gave me the supplies, she explained me how to use it, and I had everything for 3 days, and inflammation went lighter, felt lighter. I bought the sandals, and for the next 5-6 weeks I walked with my sandals. And when I think about it, like yesterday actually I watched a couple of videos that I have recorded during the Camino, and I just thought, holy crap, that's me. Like, that's insane. And I couldn't be more proud of myself and everything that Camino showed me, teached me. And when you have that Camino magic, then you suddenly are put into the situations where you find yourself that you can help someone else. And it just happens so naturally. And this photo specifically, it really shows that happiness, that smile that I had every single evening. My feet were inflamed. It was so painful, but in my head, in my face, I was that happy. I was exactly that happy. And I'm very proud of myself that I did it.
You should be. You should be proud. I mean, I really appreciate you sharing with us, and you know what you've been through, and just how brave and you are for doing the photo shoot, and the journey that you've been on to choose yourself and to do the things that you wanted to do and to go for it. And all the people you met along the way, and the way you've come through the other side with the Kintsugi spirit, it's inspirational. It's an inspirational story, and I think the photo shoot is just amazing. It all, like as I said at the start, it just all pieces together beautifully. I don't know if anyone else has got anything they'd like to add, or
I would love.
Just you. Oh, sorry.
I didn't want to interrupt or interject, and I'm not I'm not trained on the style or the like the method, but I do like to observe what's going on, the emotions that are captured, and Sasha, you did say this too, like you were trying to show, the vulnerability, but along with the strength, and you captured it well. And it's such an amazing and compelling story. So awesome! I think it's a great collection, a great concept. Well done. Thank you so much for sharing this with us today, because this is really great stuff. I love it.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say the same. The bravest part is that she decided to share the story. I mean, herself, because at first when I asked her, when Jamie came to me and about this project and about the Tails, sorry, and I was thinking like, okay, what story I want to talk about, and I thought, no, I can't find, and then I thought, oh my God, maybe Zaneta's story, maybe she will allow to tell people about her story, because I think it's really like story that everyone should hear, because we cannot mention around us, but sometimes somehow you can touch this topic. I mean, maybe some of your like friends, so you know what I mean. And when she agreed, I was like, oh my god, okay, I will not show your face. I will do drawing, But then she agreed to show her face and to speak herself, and I thought it's the bravest part. And when she said, even this story that we were gonna to share, will help at least one woman, I did my job, at least one. And she said, and I was, oh my God, we definitely should do it. And thanks a lot, Jamie, really, for this opportunity, because, I'm so emotional about this project, about this story, about everything, and about this charity that you decided to share. So just I'm speechless.
Yeah, it's
If
sorry, go ahead, Mr. Bayne.
you can go first. I just want to say a little bit too, based on the story and how much it's touching, not just the people here, but also. But you go ahead first too.
Yeah, thanks. It's it has definitely been emotional, and yeah, couldn't agree more, Sasha. It makes it extra special. We've got the story written, but it's just so much better when it comes from the person who's actually actually part of it, couldn't believe that you agreed to do it, Sasha, because I know it's a big deal, and your reason for doing it is fantastic as well. And I think you demonstrate the kintsugi spirit. The whole thing demonstrates a kintsugi spirit about embracing what we may perceive as flaws, and just rebuilding yourself and choosing yourself. And it's been emotional all round because of and I think a lot of people, everyone as a family member who's perhaps touched by cancer, and it certainly struck a chord with me and made me reflect a little bit in a way on what my mum went through that I would never have done without speaking to you. So thank you for that. Go ahead, Mr. Bayne.
Well, Zaneta, you have made me feel guilty about not appreciating, especially my late grandmother and also my auntie. So you have a you have a kindred spirit in me because they went through the same procedure, but it's a great emotional experience that that I've just rekindled now, because obviously my late auntie, she didn't make the battle, but my grandmother, during the war, some of you have known my story already, and I didn't realize how painful and emotional it must have been for her, because she didn't go through chemo. We didn't have, like, during the war and all that. She didn't, so the to lose one breast with very minimal painkillers, it was something that I felt that I haven't appreciated as much during the time that she was with us. So thank you for sharing this amazing story, and you've turned something into an awareness that especially a lot of people around the world, that a lot of them are not as brave as you are. So it just feels good to hear perspective, and you know, we get to learn that you can overcome these kind of things in life, and you know, it's more motivational, and it just strengthens your character and who you are, and you know, that we can actually live and move on and move forward and enjoy you know, what's to come. So, and it's a great collection, especially on Sash's behalf too. I'm just looking forward to the next step. What's going to happen, because most definitely I'll be putting my hands up for what's to come.
Yeah, so these will be, or at least half, if not all, will be ready for auction tomorrow. The auction is in support of the girls and the charity, which is, sorry, can you, Zaneta, remind me?
That's gonna be Breast Cancer Now UK. So I have been in their event, and it's an amazing team of volunteers, and it's so much support that they do, because many volunteers, it's a women that went through breast cancer themselves before, and you just feel just not alone, and you know, you, first of all, when you hear that phrase, you have been diagnosed with cancer, it's like, me, but I'm just 32. What are you talking about? You know, you straight away thinking about it, like, no offense, but everyone that I talked to in that event thought the same, and like, but the cancer is only for old people. My grandma had cancer when she was like over 70, and that's somehow that felt normal, but not at 32. What are you even talking about? And I chose specifically this organization because they're doing events for very specific age group, and more it's younger women with similar circumstances. So when you're put in the room with like 40 other women that going through exactly the same, you don't need to talk to anyone. You just straight away feel supported. Like, oh my God, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who is at this age and has to go through all of that. And I had an amazing experience there, and I'm very, very grateful for their work, everyday work. Yeah, that's why I chose them, and I just think they're amazing organization. I'm glad to help them.
Yeah, I think those kind of services are sometimes underrated, I think, because often people just, you know, in that situation, you want someone to talk to. I know, again, we sort of draw on our own experiences, and I know my mum had a lot of good things to say about the Macmillan cancer nurses who used to come and visit her. So yeah, I know that life is about the human connection, isn't it? And we all need that, no matter what sort of stage or what we're going through in life. It makes things a lot easier if you can connect with people on a personal level, and especially if there's people who are going through the same thing as yourself. So yeah, this is a worthwhile charity. Let's say the pieces will be on Gamma tomorrow, ready for auction. The bidding runs for 1 week, but it doesn't start until a bid goes in on a piece. And and there'd be a minimum bid of 40 STX. For those that don't know, you know, you always get in touch with us. We'll walk you through it. But Stacks is a fairly easy blockchain to navigate, as easy as easier than most, to be honest, because you know the wallets are quite straightforward to use. But you'll have to keep an eye out on the link. We publish a link because the Gamma site is going through a bit of change, and
Jamie,
they
make
haven't.
sure you drop that link in the live stream every day while the auction's live. Every day, drop it in there. It'll remind me to shout it out on the show.
Yes, yeah, I will do. Yeah, because you have to go to until Gamma migrate everything across, you have to put an actual bid in, you have to go to the older version. So yeah, I'll do that. Thank you. And yeah, appreciate you coming on and doing this, Zaneta, and you too, Sasha. And it's, you know, it's been fantastic, and a real unique Dawg Tail, and I hope we can do you justice and, you know, do right by you guys and get this story the attention it deserves and the photo shoot the attention it deserves. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys, and yeah, appreciate all of you. So
yeah, thank you so much, Peace, for having us
Thank you a
here.
lot for everyone.
Yeah, no, thank you guys so much for coming on. Zaneta, for sharing your amazing story. You really are you're hardened, you're battle hardened. Life gave you some things so that you could challenge yourself and prove yourself to yourself is really what it seems to have happened. And Sasha has caught that excellently. So very, very awesome stuff. Thank you guys so much for coming on and doing it on our platform. Jamie, love the stuff, man. It just keeps getting better. And we got a couple more minutes if anyone has anything else they want to shout out, but I think we covered all around it. And how about final words? Anything else anyone needs to share?
Well, it's been a pleasure for me. No, it's been an honor to come in, experience this myself. I might get used to this, but it's great.
You guys are. I mean,
It's addictive.
I do it every day, guys. I've been streaming since 7:00 this morning. I haven't been on the stream since 7:00 this morning, but it's and I'm on the East Coast US, so it's just going on 8:00 at night. So I've been streaming for about 13. My stream has been going for 12 and a half hours just about right now. I started at 7:30 actually.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good opportunity for Dawg Tail, you know, to have something.
Well, and it's
on a regular basis.
win-win situation, right? If I'm streaming all day, I need stuff to stream. I can't. Normally, I wouldn't be on this. By the way, I should have just. I'm a little bit of a control freak, so I can't leave it well enough alone. I should have just let Jamie handle and not come on. That was my plan to begin with, but I can't help it. But we do this every day, and Bayne, Mr. Bayne, you're always welcome as well. You know, we've chatted a number of times in the Dawgcoin spaces, and I love the vibe. You know, the whole. You know, we have a really cool community here that supports art and technology and the human side of things. You know, and I really appreciate you guys coming on and doing this, and happy to have you on more often. I'm glad you liked it, Bayne.
Most definitely. Yeah, but thank you, Zaneta and Sash, and of course Jamie, for bringing us all together. Yeah, it's a real pleasure, and obviously we've got our space coming up too, so we want to continue with all this on Friday night. So looking forward to it also. So thank you, Peace. It's a great show that you have on live every day.
Thank you for saying that, man. We work really hard, and it's just it's a lot. It's a lot, but you know, it gives us the opportunity to do stuff like this. And this is a cool thing. You know, you don't get to do stuff like this all the time. see art, getting the reveal, being part of the technological breakthroughs that we're having. We're putting stuff like this in the digital realm, and maybe I'll bid on some of this. I have bought a few of the pieces in the other collection, so I probably should have one of these too. I got to decide which one I'm going to bid on. Actually, is really the truth. But I love supporting stuff like this. This is really for crypto and Bitcoin and the Bitcoin ethos to succeed, and that's what I'm mostly here for. The capacity to maintain self-agency, to create value and retain some of the value you create, without everyone else's hand in the pocket, or people dictating you what you can and can't do and how you can and can't exchange. In order for that to actually succeed, it can't just be money. There's got to be real stuff behind it. And this is what brings value, the human side of things. So thank you guys for participating in this experiment we're having.
Thank you for listening, and thank you, Sasha and Jamie, for all the work you have been putting into this. And Mr. Bayne, thank you also for participating, and everyone for listening my story and the support. I do really appreciate. I would never think that I would do anything like that if someone would tell me on my most vulnerable day that I will show myself like that, and I will talk to strangers about this while they're looking at my photo like that. I would never
Oh,
believe.
come
I
on,
would
Janet.
honestly never
Well,
believe.
Web3 family, you know.
But you know what?
I just
It sounds like
wanted to say she's new. She's new in Web3. I mean, at all.
Yeah, she's also. It sounds like she's proud of an accomplishment, and she should be, right? You feel proud about this, like you've
I am
shined.
proud for
You've shined in
myself.
the face of adversity. You're beautiful, and
Thank you.
and you have a beautiful story, and it's been captured. This is it's really great stuff that that you guys have brought forth together, and so thank you for sharing. It really is.
Yes.
It's beautiful. And Jamie, thank you for putting this together, man. Like I said earlier on, don't sell yourself short, because I try to be not forward and boasting on what I do. And I know that there's a lot of warts in our show and our production. We don't seem very professional. We're a little relaxed, maybe. But we provide a platform to put these things together and to offer opportunity, and that's actually a value. And Jamie, you're doing the same thing. You're by putting your project together and networking and building, you're creating opportunity for artists and people to express themselves. And so that's a big deal, man. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, no, couldn't have done it without you. And we're all doing our bit, and you've built DeOrganized. Don't sell yourself short. I mean, I love the conversational style of the streams that you do, and you're amplifying everyone's voice. And you're just such a good guy, always willing to help people out. And I'm just with Zaneta on this one, that if I think, Zaneta, you said that if you could make a difference to just one person, perhaps I weren't the person that you were typically thinking of, but definitely made a difference and impacted on me. So yeah, and Sasha, put the way you put it all together, and the photos, they're brilliant. And Mr. Bayne, I always respect your opinion when it comes to digital art, and I'm looking forward to doing more of this kind of stuff with you. So yeah, nice one all round. Thanks, guys. Good stuff.
Awesome stuff. Thank you guys for joining tonight. An excellent first episode of, what are we calling this show?
I think we're still undecided, but it was just a Dawg Tails stream. It'll evolve. Maybe
That's what I was going to say, but I wasn't sure if you had actually had like a name. We'll have to
Yeah,
come
we
up
could-
with one. We can call it the Dawg Tails stream, but
Yeah.
we'll come up with a name. But excellent first episode. Thank you guys so much. Best of luck for when the auction goes live. What day?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow on. And so, all right. So make sure I get that link. Partly because I want to use
Yeah,
it.
will do.
Partly because I want to share it out for you guys. All right,
Yeah.
guys. That's a wrap for me. Great show. Thank you all for joining tonight.
Thank you.
I think we have.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Al.
Peace out, guys. Great
Peace.
stuff. Talk to y'all soon. Have a great night.
Bye.